Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the true leaders of the nation of Israel. Peace and salutations to all the sincere Akim, enduring afflictions, making their calling and election sure. Shalom.
Shalom.
It's the brother Azan.
This is Brother Yitazaka.
And we're back with another one. Lord willing, it's edifying. Yahabashim Hashai, Bahar Kakadash, Brakathum. To all the sincere listeners who may hear this, this one's going to be called Game of Positioning, all right, in spiritual sports, somewhere along those lines. What I got pulled up right now is an etymology just for the word sport. From the 1400s, it says to take pleasure, to amuse oneself. It says to divert, amuse, please, play, to seek amusement. Let me see. This is the original, definition of the word sport. Another one, it says, this is a noun from the 1500s, pleasant pastime, activity that offers amusement or relaxation, entertainment. There was another one I remember I was looking at before. Okay, in jest, like in the old days, you got, different jests, That's really what it is. That's the origin of the word sport. So these athletes today, they're just modern day jests, They're they paid a lot, compared to the the average citizen, but they're just jests. Let me see. Yeah, that was really, like they say, to make sport of somebody.
Yep. It's a scripture that speak about, I think it's Proverbs 10:23. It's a sport for a fool to do mischief.
Con, not. Con, so I think, yes, that should be sufficient, Lord willing. So, yeah, we can start off in that 1 Corinthians.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 9. It says, for I think that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has set forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men.
So that's something that the apostles are going to be made a spectacle. I don't know if you're in blue letter.
Yep, I'm going to it right now. It's spectacle, G2302, Theatron. It's a theater, a place in which games and dramatic spectacles are exhibited, and public assemblies held. For the Greeks used the theater as a form, a public show, metaphorically a man who is exhibited to be gazed at and made sport of.
Yep. So that's right in line, all right, when it comes to, sports, on the physical end. But this is something that is highly spiritual. It's a spiritual sport, that the apostles partake in, man. Spiritual athletes, Lord willing, we those men. It was appointed, which that, in the Greek, it looks like it's doomed to death, But this is how it was set up. Yahushua, he was made a spectacle. Yeah, so.
No, I'm like, nah. I thought I did, but I was like, nah, that's not fitting.
You could jump to the 9th chapter.
Come on, brother. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse, let's start at 18. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 18. It says, what is my reward then? Verily, that when I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of Hamashiach without charge, that I abuse not my power in the gospel.
Con. So Paul, that's what he's saying. On one end, this is something that we're supposed to be like athletes today. They get paid to do. He's not trying to do this for any type of filthy lucre, and even spiritually, you don't want to abuse, today, we want to abuse our power in the gospel. If you have knowledge, you don't want to be out here, scriptures say, buy the truth, sell it not, Yeah, I guess, yeah, you
like
down.
Verse 19, it says, for though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more.
Right, so being a spectacle, all right, this is what goes into it. The foolishness of preaching. This is the spiritual sports. The game of positioning. Being presented, by the apostle.
Mm-hmm. It says, "And unto the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might gain the Jews. To them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law."
Hmm. Right. So with sports like basketball, football, you have the coaching staff. They run different plays depending on the type of team that they're playing against. So this is Paul. He's running the play. If you among Jews, then he's going to become as a Jew to gain the Jews. To score different to put points on the scoreboard. You know.
They made me think of James Harden too, going to the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of tweaked his playing style a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To fit
Yeah.
for the team culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It says, I'm gonna read 20 again. And unto the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might gain the Jews. To them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law. To them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, but under the law to Hamashiach Yahushai, that I might gain them that are without law.
Mm-hmm. Right. So there's different tools, man. Like particular teams, like pick anybody listening. Anyone has a favorite team. Like in basketball. If you're playing, the Spurs, you want to play a certain way. Compared to if you're playing the Clippers. Sometimes you might require to have ball movement more. Sometimes you could do ISO ball a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what the situation is.
Play small ball, big ball, you know.
Yep. Kinda not. Yep.
Verse 22, it says, "To the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some."
Mm-hmm. And that's the whole goal, man. To save some, man. To put points on the board. And having these different options. Like Paul, he became as weak to the weak. He says, "I made all things to all men." If his game plan was the same each night, each game, then it's a low percentage chance that you're gonna save some. That you're gonna win games. That you're gonna make it into the playoffs.
God. Yeah, you don't want to. Of course, you stay to the fundamentals. You stay to the formula. You know what I'm saying. But you got to be able to adapt, though. You know what I'm saying. You got to be. That's what Apostle Paul said in Philippians, the 4th chapter. I know how to be abased, or I know how to abound. You gotta know how to do all things. I got a quick precept too. 1 Timothy 4:16.
Good for you. In 1 Timothy 4 and verse 16, it says, "Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee."
Yeah, so don't try to switch up the formula. Don't try to come up your own way. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make your own design, man. Play how within the confines of the game. Play within the structure that was already set up, man. You know what I'm saying? And base your movements upon that.
Right. Stick to the fundamentals. Like Steph Curry now, he's going through it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not the same
Yep.
in the glory days when the team was solid.
Yep.
You got these young guys. They're just turning the ball over. They're being sloppy. You know what I'm saying? They're not taking heed. To particular fundamentals.
Yep.
It's a lot.
Time, brother. It was more in that 1 Corinthians.
I was on that.
Can I jump down a little bit in that chapter? I think it's like.
Okay. And
24.
1 Corinthians 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we read 22, so 24 through 27.
I can read it for you.
Con.
This is in 1 Corinthians 9 and 24. It says,
You might as well read 23 because we just started at 22. Yeah, con.
Right, continuing on, verse 23. It says, "And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be a partaker thereof with you."
Yeah, he's trying to win a ring. We everybody trying to win the ring, man. Whatever I gotta do, if I gotta sacrifice my stats, I gotta sacrifice my wants, I gotta sacrifice or the All-Star game, All NBA, Pro Bowl, whatever, I'm gonna do it, so that we can all be partakers.
Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize?
Mm-hmm.
So run that ye may obtain.
Yeah, a whole bunch of teams play, you know what I'm saying, but only one team gonna get their ring,
Mm.
you know, and that's the ones who play according to who stick to the formula, you know, those who don't switch up, you know, those who perform in clutch situations, man, you know what I'm saying, those who don't let the pressure get to them, you know, they're gonna get the ring. Those who play team ball, you know,
Mm-hmm. Kind not. Yep.
play according to the rules, you know, and the regulations, you know,
Kind.
you ain't doing Spygate.
Spygate. Kind not. Yep. Yep. You gotta know who you with, you know. Again, like being made all things to all men.
Mm.
You know, like in football, you got different types of defense. If you know a team is gonna be running the ball, then you're gonna have to position it a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you know the quarterback, you know what I'm saying, he gonna, throw that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to position that thing a certain way.
Yep. Yep. You got to put more DBs on the field, you know.
Yep. I was on that.
You read a little bit more on that?
Come.
Yeah,
It
you
says,
should rock out the rest of it.
verse 25.
Mhm.
And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things.
Mhm.
Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Yeah, so like the brother was saying, we the real athletes. You know what I'm saying? We got to put ourselves in the proper position, man. You know, these other athletes, they put themselves in positions to win. We got to put ourselves in positions to win. You know, they doing it for a corruptible crown. We doing it for incorruptible. So how much more us, you know? And we got to put others in positions to win as well. You know, and that's what makes great players. You know, those who make the players around them better, you know, and the people around them better, you know.
It says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air.
Mm-hmm.
It says, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens, man. You end up out there, you know, worried about your stats. You want to ball so hard like Carmelo. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know, putting up all them points all them years, man. But now it came to a point he damn near was out the league. Nobody wanted him, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he became a castaway, man. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want to be like that, man. Putting up all these points, you know, putting up all, you know, trying to, you know, not willing to sacrifice our stats, not willing to play team ball, not willing to consider others. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it ends up where nobody don't want to deal with us no more. Which really that nobody is not going to be dealing with us is Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai. You know, and we don't want that. So we got to position ourselves to where Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai will grant us with mercy. You know, rather than just be like, nah, I ain't trying to deal with him. I don't want him on my team. You know.
Right. Like Coach Doc Rivers, he said about the Clippers, you know, when he was coaching them, like, you know, of course, after the fact, now that it's over, you know, but he was like, a lot of players, they say they want to win, but they not really willing to do what it takes to win. They want to win, like, on their own terms.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Kind.
In this thing, we if you really want to win, you got to do what's required to win.
Yeah.
There's no shortcuts, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not about us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's about doing what's required, man. Strive for the mastery.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Kind, brother. Yep. Want to go to the next one out?
Kind not. It was a Habakkuk too.
It's Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 6. It says, it's Habakkuk 2 and 6, right?
Kind not. I think so, right? Let me see.
Make sure.
I had it on there. Yeah, I didn't know where I was going with that one. It's a lot here.
Rise up against him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we could get it. I think I see where I was going.
You want me to start from
What?
4?
Nah, we could get to the point.
Okay, kind. It's verse 6. It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Right. Now we know this prophecy, you know, it's talking about today it's talking about Esau, you know. But get that word taunting. In Hebrew, it says malayatazah, Khan. It goes into satire, mocking, poem, mocking song, taunting, figure, enigma. You know, so this is a part of it. You know, like in sports, you know, you got trash talk. You know what I'm saying? This is how this thing is set up. You know, you have like you was thinking about starting at verse 4. You know, the upright. You know, that's the spiritual war. It's going to be, you know, it's one against the other. You know.
Yep. God, not yeah. And ultimately, what's gonna happen to you, man, is when you put yourself too much out there in a certain light, then everybody gonna be coming after you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gonna be like, once somebody wins, then you're the target now. You know what I'm saying? So you know we have to be mindful that ultimately we can't win till we all win. You know, we can't get no personal wins. You know what I'm saying? This is a team effort, man. You know what I'm saying? If not, then we gonna be brought on the spotlight. You know, we gonna be attacked even harder, man. And ultimately, that's gonna end up to you being going ahead pushed out the game because you know you getting double teamed, triple teamed, pressured on. You can't do nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
God. Yep. Yeah, so I guess I was on that.
What else we got, bro?
Yeah. So from here, I guess that in Sirach 21 and 2.
This Sirach. This Sirach chapter 21 and verse 2. It says, "Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. Ooh. For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee. The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men."
You got it.
That made me think of a quarterback, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you see that big 300, 400 pound defensive line running down on you, man. You better get up out of there,
Get
man.
out there, right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to separate ourselves from unrighteousness. We have to separate ourselves from wickedness. We have to separate ourselves from works of iniquity. You know what I'm saying? Because we can get swallowed up in that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it tells you in 1 Peter 5 and 8, be sober, be vigilant, for your adversary, the devil, is like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour, man. You know? So we got to be mindful, man, what's going on, man. You know, they got all type of crazy schemes, blitzes that you ain't, linebackers might be blitzing, corners, a safety might be blitzing. You don't know where they coming from. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be aware, you know?
God.
Because if not, you can get knocked out of position. You get sacked, you lose yards. You know what I'm saying? You get sacked, you lose yardage. You know what I'm saying? Now you out of position. You know, now it make it harder to make that first down or move the chains. You know what I'm saying? To get to that touchdown. You know, put some points on the board. You know.
God, not. Yep. You don't be third and long, man. That's a tough one.
God, 30 and 27. so
and you're on the wrong side of the field.
God,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep. The game and the clock ticking down. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a score. You know what I'm saying?
God. Past the 2-minute warning.
Yep. No more timeouts. Yeah, it's over with. You know? So we got to be mindful, man. You know, don't want to lose position. You know?
Got to throw a Hail Mary.
God,
You know what I mean?
That's all you got. God. Yep.
So part of it, man. You know?
God, brother.
Yep.
Is it on that up?
Yeah, that was on that, yeah.
Jump to the next one.
Yeah, you got it.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 15. It says, "Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body."
God. So when it comes to, the spiritual sport, this is a game of positioning, man. You got to flee fornication, and it's going into it. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body.
Oh, that's a penalty.
That's a
You
penalty.
know what I'm saying? That's a technical foul. You know what I'm saying?
God. Automatic first down.
Yep.
5-yard penalty.
Yep. You said against your own body. You hurting your own team, man. Making stupid mistakes.
Right.
You know
Now
what
they
I'm saying?
first and goal.
Yep. God, dog. You know, you'll put yourself in worse position just because you couldn't stay in position. You know, you didn't want to. You didn't want to keep the order. You know, you went outside of the formula and the fundamentals of what you're supposed to be doing, man. You know, and it caused your team to have a penalty. It caused you hurt yourself. You know.
Yep. Brother. Yeah, from here. Keep it moving.
Proverbs 22.
Yep.
This Proverbs Chapter 22 and verse 3. It says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished."
Prudent man foreseeth the evil. You know, like a quarterback. You know, like even a LeBron James. He knows how to read. You know, particular offenses.
Yep.
Like I think Iman Shumpert. He said something. Or it might not have been him. I think he did say something about LeBron, but I think it was another person that said something about him. Like he was actually telling the other player, like, "Yeah, you're supposed to do this." Like he already knows the plays that the other team is running.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
That's prudence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got it.
Verse 4.
Oh no, that was it.
Okay.
I thought you had a point.
Nah.
Nah.
You killed this. Salakia. I'm gonna just read it one more time.
Yeah.
Just for clarification. It's Proverbs 22 and 3. It says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." And Salakia, I was gonna say Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? He good at calling audibles before the play. You know what I'm saying? Like he got good. Like this why he be at the line. Omaha, doing all that check down. You know, moving around, making sure. Like, hold on, let me reposition, let me recenter, because I see. This not finna work out like I'm thinking it's finna work out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we gotta do. That's that self-examination. You know, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. They should be reprobates, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing no pre-play adjustments. You know what I'm saying? You just run the play, then you just get knocked off your rocker, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a reprobate. You know what I'm saying? You're not examining. You know what I'm saying? You're not being alert. You're not being awake, man. You know, let us cast off therefore the works of darkness, man. You know.
Yep.
Just can't be playing blindly. You know what I'm saying? We don't supposed to be rookies no more, man. You know, making rookie mistakes, man. You know.
Not. You have to pay for it.
Yeah, you do. Not. Shit, you already know how professional sports is, man. They don't really show you no love, man. You about 1 or 2 years, you ain't got it together, man. You a bust. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you don't pull this stuff together soon, man. You a bust, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the most professional sport it is. You know? Our audience is angels, men. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? So, like, imagine what they think about us, man. This old Lonzo Ball. You know what I'm saying? not no shot at my boy, because I actually like him, but, you know.
Someone who's like a high pick on the draft.
Then
You're expected to, you know what I'm saying, to be prudent. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Which they compared him to Jason Kidd and all that. You know?
Good.
His little bro, he doing his thing, man.
Yep. Yep. What it said, you just made me think of a scripture. I think it's Sirach 11.
Let me guess what.
Yeah, I think it's like Sirach 11 and 6, maybe. Let me make sure. 5.
Sirach 11 and 5, it says, "Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of hath worn the crown."
Yeah, old LaMelo. When Lonzo came in the league, we were really checking for LaMelo. Like, he gonna come in and be a #1 pick too, man. You know what I'm saying? Those skinny little kid, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, now he in the league, he balling. You know what I'm saying? You get respect from you know, Carmelo, you know, Draymond Green, these these other veterans. You know what I'm saying? They looking at him like, man, this guy's the truth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not.
Right. I go to the next one. This so we just gonna jump to the next one. But yeah. What's that, brother? Okay, Salakia.